Dear student, welcome back again in our online session. In this session, we are going to discuss about on the topic analytical research. In previous lecture, we have already discussed about descriptive research, experimental research, exploratory research, and diagnostic research. And in this session, I am going to discuss about analytical research. So without further ado, let's start our today's topic. First, we will understand the meaning of analytical research. What is analytical research and how it is different from descriptive research? So, basically we talk about analytical research. So analytical research is a way of finding answers to a questions by breaking down complex information into a smaller parts and examining each part very closely. It is like solving a puzzle where you start with a big question or a problem and break it down into a smaller pieces. Then you collect and analyze the data, looking for connection and patterns. By examining each piece of data very closely, you can identify the relationship and trends in that case of help you to understand the topic or issues very better. So finally, you combine the pieces to form a complete picture and get a clear answer or solution. So in this way, we can say that analytical research is a type of research that aims to understand a phenomena by breaking them into a smaller components and study each and every part to gain a better understanding of the whole. It involves a very systematic examination of facts, relationship, and principles. The goal is to discover patterns, establish a correlation, and often to test a hypothesis. This type of research is primarily connected and concerned with understanding the how and why aspects of a phenomena of a situation rather than just that what. It requires a detailed examination of the components of a subject to draw meaningful conclusions. So in this way, we can say that analytical research helps us make informed decisions, understand complex issues, and find a creative solution to our problems. It is used in various fields, including the science, business, healthcare, and social science, to gain a valuable insight and knowledge. Here, next we are going to discuss about the characteristics of analytical research. Here are the characteristics of analytical research. As you can see that the first one is objective analysis. That means the primary focus is on providing the objective analysis based on empirical data. The research should be free from personal bias and opinions. So we can say that the analytical research is based on objectives. What you want to achieve or answers through your research. Clear goals help you guide your work. Now, the second one is systematic approach. If we talk about the systematic approach, analytical research follows a structured methodologies including data collection, data analysis, and interpretation. So we can say that if we talk about the systematic approach, following a step-by-step process to ensure you don't miss anything important. It is like a recipe to help you get the right result. So we can say that analytical research is based on systematic approach. Now the next one is data driven. In this research, it relies heavily on quantitative and qualitative data. Data collection methods may include surveys, interviews, experiments, and observation. So, using facts and data to support your conclusions rather than relying on opinion or guesses. Now, the next, as you can see that we have mentioned the next point, hypothesis testing often involves formulating hypotheses and testing them using the statistical methods. Testing your educated guesses or assumptions to see if they are true or not. It is just like trying out a new idea to see if it's work or not. So we can say that in analytical research, we test the hypothesis which we have prepared earlier. Now, the next one is detail oriented. As the research demand requirements, a deep dive into the subject matter to uncover all the relevant facts, aspects, and relationships, paying the close attention to a small details to ensure accuracy and thoroughness. It is like double checking your work to make sure it is correct or not. So these characteristics help researchers to find the reliable answers to reliable findings and insight by being a clear, methodological, and thorough in their work. So these are the characteristics of analytical research. Now, next we are going to discuss about the methodologies in analytical research. So, as you can see that we can categorize the methodologies which we will use in analytical research into two. The first one is quantitative analysis and the second one is qualitative analysis. If we talk about the quantitative analysis, let's understand the concept of quantitative analysis. Quantitative analysis involves the use of numerical data to identify the patterns, test hypotheses, and make the predictions. In this quantitative analysis, we can use different type of statistics. The first one is descriptive statistics, second one is inferential statistics, and the last one is regression analysis. Let's understand one by one. The first one is descriptive statistics. That means summarize the data by using the mean, median, mode, and standard deviation. With the help of mean, median, mode, and standard deviation, researcher can easily find the solution. And the next one is inferential statistics. Under the inferential statistics, draws conclusions about the population based on a sample. Techniques include like a t-test, chi-square, and ANOVA. With the help of ANOVA, chi-square, and t-test, researcher easily can find out the solution of that particular problem. Now, the third one is regression analysis. It's the most important techniques. In this, with the help of these techniques, Researchers generally examine the relationship between the dependent and independent variable. With the help of regression techniques, researchers easily can identify, examine the relation of variable and dependent and independent variable. Now, next and the second one is qualitative analysis. If we talk about the qualitative analysis, so as you can see that qualitative analysis involves a non-numerical data such as text, interviews, and observation to understand the concept, opinions, suggestions, and experience. We can use different type of methods for the qualitative analysis. The first one is content analysis, second one is thematic analysis, and the last one is grounded theory. Let's understand one by one. The first one is content analysis, systematic coding and categorize of textual information. With the help of content analysis, we can conclude our topic, our research, and our finding. It's important under the qualitative analysis. Now, the second one is thematic analysis. Under the thematic analysis, identifying the themes and patterns within the qualitative data. Now, the last one is grounded theory. Grounded theory, that means developing the theories based on data collected during the research process. With the help of grounded theory, anyone can find out the solution of qualitative data. Now, next we are going to discuss about the steps in conducting analytical research. So as you can see that here are the steps to conduct the analytical research. So as you can see that the first step is define the research problem. That means clearly articulate the problem or a question you aim to address. In simple terms, we can say that identifying the question or issue you want to investigate, clearly define what you want to find out or solve. So the first step is define the research problem. And the second one is literature review. That means review the existing research to identify gaps and understand the current state of knowledge. That means read and gather the information from existing sources like books, articles, encyclopedia, and studies related to your research problem. This helps you to understand what's the already known about the topic. After literature review, the next step will be formulate hypothesis. Based on your research problem and literature review, create an educated guess or assumptions that you can test. This guide your investigation. That means develop a hypothesis based on the literature review and theoretical framework. After hypothesis, the next step will be the data collection. Gather the relevant data using the appropriate methods like survey, experiment, and interviews, rating scale, etc. Means decide how you will collect and analyze your data. This could be through an experiment, surveys, observation, or other methods. Now, the next one is data analysis. After the collection of data, the next step will be the data analysis. use the statistical or qualitative methods to analyze the data, examine and interpret the data to identify the patterns, themes, and connection. This helps you to make sense of information. Now, the next step is interpret the result. After data analysis, draw a conclusion based on the analysis and relate them to the original hypothesis. That means summarize your findings and draw conclusions based on your data analysis. Determine if your hypothesis was correct or not. And after interpretation of result, the next and the last step will be the report findings. That means present the research findings in a clear and concise manner and structured manner, often including the graphs, tables, chart, etc. And share your research results through a report, presentation, or publication. Clearly explain your research problem, methods, results, and conclusions. So these are the steps in conducting analytical research. After discussing about the steps of analytical research, now next we are going to discuss about the applications of analytical research. Analytical research is a powerful tool used across various fields to uncover the insight, solve the problems, and drive the progress. So here, how it is applied in different areas, we are going to discuss about it. So the first one is natural science. In natural science, analytical research is used to understand biological, chemical, and physical process. Like analytical research helps to understand the natural work from the smallest principles to entire ecosystems. Scientists analyze the data to identify the patterns, test the hypothesis, and develop a new theories, new insight. Now, the second one is medicine. Investigating the effectiveness of treatments and understanding the disease mechanism. Researchers analyze the data to develop a new treatments, understand disease, and improve the healthcare system. This study patient outcomes, test a new medicines, and identify the risk factor. Now, the third one is environmental science. Under the environmental science, analytical research helps us to understand environmental issues, develop a sustainable solution, and predict the climate change. Scientists study the impact of human activities on the environment. So, if we talk about the environmental science, researchers can analyze the impact of human activities on ecosystem. Now, the next one is social science. If we talk about the social science, researchers analyze the data to understand the human behavior, social structure, social pattern, and the relationship. They study the social phenomena like crime rates, education, or economic trends. In social science, analytical research helps us to understand the human behavior, social trends, and cultural phenomena. Now, the next one is sociology. If we talk about the sociology, studying social structure and their impact on individual. So researchers analyze the data to understand social dynamics, institutions, and relationships. They study the issues like inequality, social change, and cultural norms. Now, next one is economic. If we talk about the economic, analyze the market trends and economic policies. With the help of analytical research, researchers can easily analyze the market trends and economic policies. Researchers analyze the data to understand the economic system, market system, and consumer behavior. This study, economic trends, develop the models to predict economic growth. Now, the next one is humanities. If we talk about the humanities, in the humanities, analytical research explores the historical events like literary works and philosophical concepts. That means analytical research in humanities helps us to understand the historical events, cultural movements, and artistic expressions. Researchers analyze the text and cultural protests. Now, the next one is history. History, that means examining the historical documents to understand the past events. So, if we talk about the history, researcher can analyze the data to reconstruct the past, understand the historical events, and develop the interpretation of historical phenomena. Now, the last, let's understand about the literature. Researchers analyze the literary text to understand the literary movements and intentions and cultural context. Under the literature, researchers analyze the text to uncover the deeper meaning and cultural context. Now, after study about the application of analytical research, next we are going to discuss about the advantages of analytical research. So if we talk about the advantages of analytical research, here are few advantages are mentioned. As you can see that the first one is precise. So if we talk about the precise, it provides the precise and reliable results through the systematic analysis. That means analytical research helps you to get the accurate and exact result. It is like using a magnifying glass to examine the something very closely, so you can see the tiny details that matter. Now, the second one is depth of understanding. It generally offers a deep understanding of complex phenomena. Analytical research helps you to understand the things very deeply, very closely, like peeling the layers of an onion. You get to see the underlying causes, relationship, and patterns that shape the world around us. So, next one is evidence based. That means analytical research based on evidence, facts, and data, not opinion or suggestion recommendations. It is like building a tower with blocks of evidence. So it is a strong and very powerful research. This helps you make informed decisions and conclusion. So basically, analytical research based on evidence, not on assumptions and predictions. Now, the last one is hypothesis testing. Analytical research allows the researcher to test the hypothesis. Analytical research let you test your ideas, your assumptions, like trying out test the hypothesis. You can see if your hypothesis is true or not. Now, so these are the advantages of analytical research. Let's understand the few limitations of analytical research. Analytical research is a powerful tool, but it has some limitations. Here you can see that few limitations are mentioned. The first one is time consuming. Time consuming, that means the process of collecting data and analyzing the data can be a lengthy. Analytical research can take a long time, like trying to find out a needle in a hypothesis, and collecting and analyzing the data, testing hypotheses and find out the conclusion, and draw the conclusions can be a slow and laborious process. So we can say that it is a time consuming. Now, second one is complexity. It requires advanced knowledge of statistical and analytical method, because without analytical and statistical knowledge, you can't find out the results. Analytical research can be a complicated, like trying to solve a puzzle with many pieces. It requires a specialized skills, knowledge, and tools to collect and analyze the data and to interpret the result. So we can say that it is a complex. Now, the third one is data dependency. Data dependency, that means the quality of the research is heavily depend on the accuracy and completeness of the data. Analytical research based on data, like a car based on fuel. If the data is poor quality and incomplete or biased, the research findings will be the biased and unauthentic. So, the data should be reliable. Additionally, analytical research may not be possible if data is not available. Now, the last one is limited scope. If we talk about the limited scope, analytical research focuses on specific questions or issues, like a microscope looking at a small sample. It may not capture the broader context, like a wider view of landscape. This can lead to narrow conclusions that don't apply to the other situation. So sometimes analytical research may not always capture the broader context of phenomena. So these are the limitations of the analytical research. Now, overall we can say that analytical research, obviously it is a powerful tool for understanding the complex phenomena across the various disciplines. By breaking down subject into a smaller components and systematically examining them, researcher can uncover the patterns, test hypotheses, and draw meaningful conclusions. Despite its limitations, the preciseness and depth of understanding it offers makes it an invaluable approach in the pursuit of knowledge. So, analytical research is very important research to find out the solution, to find out the results. So, that's all about the analytical research. Thank you.